Embracing the flow. A fundamental principle in Buddhism. In the heart of Buddhist philosophy lies a profound yet simple truth. Don't force anything. Life, with all its complexities and uncertainties, unfolds in its own time. Like a river finding its way to the sea, there's a natural order, a flow that guides us. When we resist this flow, clinging tightly to our desires and expectations, we create our own suffering. Buddhism invites us to let go, to surrender to the present moment, and to trust the unfolding of our lives. The farmer, the sun, and the runaway horse, a tale of shifting fortunes. There's a classic Zen story that beautifully illustrates this principle, a story that has been passed down through generations, teaching us about the unpredictable nature of life and the importance of maintaining a balanced perspective. This story is known as the farmer's misfortune and good fortune. It begins in a small, peaceful village where a humble farmer lived with his family. One day, the farmer's prized stallion, a magnificent horse that was the pride of his farm, ran away. The loss of such a valuable animal was a significant blow to the farmer's livelihood. His neighbors, upon hearing the news, rushed to offer their condolences. They gathered around him, expressing their sorrow and concern for his misfortune. "What terrible luck!" they exclaimed, their faces etched with worry and sympathy. They couldn't imagine how the farmer would recover from such a loss. The farmer, however, with a calm demeanor and a serene expression, simply replied, "Who knows what is good or bad?" His response puzzled the villagers, who couldn't understand his lack of distress. Days later, to everyone's surprise, the stallion returned, and it wasn't alone. It brought with it a wild mare, a beautiful and untamed horse that could potentially be even more valuable. The villagers, once again, gathered at the farmer's doorstep. This time, their faces were lit with excitement and joy. "What incredible fortune!" they exclaimed, their voices filled with enthusiasm. They celebrated the unexpected turn of events, believing the farmer to be incredibly lucky. The farmer, unfazed by this turn of events, simply responded, "Who knows what is good or bad?" His calm and neutral expression remained unchanged, leaving the villagers once again puzzled. The farmer's son, eager to tame the wild mare, decided to ride her one day. However, the mare, being untamed and wild, threw him off, causing him to fall and break his leg. The villagers returned, lamenting the young man's misfortune. They gathered around the farmer's home, their faces filled with concern and sympathy for the injured boy. But the farmer, unwavering in his wisdom and calmness, once again said, "Who knows what is good or bad?" His words, though simple, carried a profound message that the villagers were beginning to grasp. Shortly after, the emperor's army marched through the village, conscripting all able-bodied young men to fight in a war. The sight of soldiers taking away the village's youth filled everyone with dread and sorrow. The farmer's son, because of his broken leg, was spared from being taken away to fight. His injury, which had seemed like a misfortune, turned out to be a blessing in disguise. The villagers, witnessing the unfolding of events, finally understood the farmer's wisdom. They realized that what seems like misfortune can sometimes be a hidden blessing, and what appears to be good fortune can bring unforeseen challenges. The story of the farmer, his son, and the runaway horse became a timeless lesson in the village, reminding everyone to stay balanced and open-minded in the face of life's unpredictable twists and turns. Finding peace in the unpredictable, a lesson in non-attachment. This story highlights the Buddhist teachings of non-attachment and acceptance. Non-attachment doesn't mean we become indifferent or emotionless. Instead, it's about releasing our tight grip on how we think things should be. We stop clinging to outcomes, recognizing that life is a series of ever-changing circumstances. Acceptance in the Buddhist sense isn't about resigning ourselves to unpleasant situations. It's about acknowledging the reality of what is, without judgment or resistance. When we accept what life presents us, we open ourselves to greater peace and wisdom. When life throws a curveball, navigating financial setbacks with grace. Consider a modern-day example, the experience of a financial setback. Losing a job, facing unexpected expenses, or navigating an economic downturn can be incredibly stressful. If we resist these challenges, clinging to a desired financial outcome, we create immense suffering. However, if we approach the situation with acceptance and non-attachment, we can navigate these difficulties with greater resilience. We can acknowledge the reality of our financial situation without letting it define our worth. Health challenges, too, can be met with this same spirit of acceptance. Our bodies, like everything else in life, are impermanent. Illness, injury, and aging are natural parts of our human experience. When we resist these realities, we only amplify our suffering. By accepting the impermanence of our physical forms, we can approach health challenges with greater peace. We can focus on what is within our control, seeking appropriate medical care, making healthy lifestyle choices, and cultivating a positive mindset. Relationships, perhaps more than any other area of life, highlight the importance of non-attachment. They teach us valuable lessons about ourselves and the nature of human connection. When we cling tightly to our loved ones, fearing change or loss, we create suffering for ourselves and potentially for them. This fear can manifest in various ways, from jealousy to possessiveness, and can strain even the strongest bonds. Relationships, like all things, are impermanent. They are dynamic, ever-changing, and subject to the natural ebb and flow of life. They ebb and flow, transform, and sometimes even end. This natural progression can be difficult to accept, but it is a fundamental aspect of life. By cultivating non-attachment in our relationships, we can love more deeply and freely. Non-attachment doesn't mean indifference. Rather, it means appreciating the present moment and the person we are with, without trying to control or predict the future. We can cherish the present moment without grasping for guarantees about the future. This mindset allows us to experience joy and connection more fully, without the burden of constant worry. We can allow our loved ones the space to grow and evolve, knowing that change is an inevitable part of life. Embracing this truth can lead to healthier, more fulfilling relationships, where both individuals feel free to be their authentic selves. Acceptance and non-attachment don't mean we become passive observers in our own lives. We still set goals, work towards our aspirations, and make choices that align with our values. However, we do so with a sense of surrender to the unknown. We recognize that the path to our goals may not unfold as we expect, and we are open to the possibility of even more fulfilling outcomes. Here are a few practical steps to cultivate non-attachment and acceptance in your daily life. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the present moment without judgment. This means observing your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. Notice the sensations in your body, the sounds around you, and the rhythm of your breath. Mindfulness helps you stay grounded and reduces stress. Notice when you are clinging to a particular outcome or resisting what is happening. Acknowledge these feelings and gently remind yourself to let go. Understand that clinging to specific outcomes can lead to disappointment and frustration. Instead, embrace the flow of life. Challenge your expectations. Question your assumptions about how things should be. Reflect on whether your expectations are realistic or if they are causing unnecessary stress. By challenging these expectations, you open yourself up to new experiences and perspectives. Life rarely unfolds according to our plans. Accepting this can help you adapt more easily to changes and setbacks. Remember, flexibility is key to navigating life's unpredictable nature. Embrace uncertainty. Find comfort in knowing that the future is unwritten. Embracing uncertainty allows you to be more open to opportunities and less fearful of the unknown. It encourages a sense of adventure and curiosity about what lies ahead. This uncertainty is not something to fear, but an opportunity for growth and new possibilities. Each moment of uncertainty holds the potential for learning and transformation. Embrace it with an open heart and mind. Practice gratitude. Focus on appreciating what you have in this moment rather than dwelling on what you lack. Keeping a gratitude journal can be a powerful tool. Write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. This simple practice can shift your mindset and bring more positivity into your life. Gratitude shifts our perspective and opens us to greater joy. It helps us recognize the abundance in our lives and fosters a sense of contentment. By practicing gratitude regularly, you can cultivate a more joyful and fulfilling life. Life is a journey, not a destination. There will be rapids and calm waters, unexpected turns, and moments of serene beauty. When we try to control every aspect of the journey, we miss out on the richness of the experience. By surrendering to the flow, trusting the river of life to carry us forward, we discover a profound sense of peace and liberation. Embrace the uncertainties, accept what is, and trust that even in the face of challenges, life is unfolding exactly as it should.